What's good? It's good. It's good. It's Soweto Tshepiso. I got my man Prosess. We outside. We outside.
We out here.
Cars are buzzing. Dogs may be barking,
Cars are speeding.
but we're not stopping. We had a session with my man RDK Gester. We were doing joints, and I was like looking at the stats. You see.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh snap, leave a message, then hit a milestone. So it's 10K streams. Go Audio
Wow.
Mag.
Big up to that.
Big up to that.
to that.
Big up to that.
Big up to that. Wow.
I did the tape lay, my man Prosess. But also, before we started celebrating, I wanted you guys to, especially the people that followed the wagon, that hopped on the wagon after, leave a message. The people that found me, go Saint. The people that found me, go LTD, to be familiar with the work. So I wanted to give the listener a glimpse of who am I. My name's Soweto Tshepiso. But to those that may be familiar with me,
Might not be familiar with me.
and same for you. So okay, let's start it like this. For those who are familiar with Prosess but they don't know me, my name's Soweto Tshepiso. I'm from my first name, Evol to be exact. And
The Vil's very own.
yeah, to those that are familiar with me but not you, who are you?
Yo, dog, it's iconic Process. We out here from the Vil. Still pushing this thing. Leave a message. 10K streams. That's a huge milestone. Yo, we out here, man.
Yeah.
We've been putting in work. Putting out work. Putting
Sure.
in and putting out work. We still out here. But yeah,
Doing the
10K
thing.
stream. 10K streams is a huge step. Coming from the place that no huge stars that are well known, come from where we're from. But
Yeah.
we're still holding it down.
Alright, let me hold that. So okay, the names, we both of us, we got to a point where we changed names a bit. I remember I was Tat, I was King Tat, and then I was King Tat Kaz, and then I was Tat Kaz,
Yeah.
And then I ended up being Soweto Tshepiso. And like I always tell the story, J. Cole had just dropped 2014 Forest Hills Drive.
Straight up.
You see. And I heard that Hollywood Cole, and it sounded cool when I was, because somebody was just using the tag to hype me up on the song.
Yeah.
But now I started thinking, oh, this could be,
Yeah.
a name. Like it could be like a persona. Because there's Cole, who is from Fayetteville, who's like humble, and then there's Hollywood Cole, who's in the scene of things,
up.
doing dirt.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, Soweto Tshepiso could be so nice.
Yeah.
How did you come up with your names? What's the, excuse the pun, what's the process of your names?
No pun intended. Yeah, man. Man, to put it simple, I grew up like listening to niggas like Pro Kid, Mr. Salvin, and Tolabo Amu, and those kind of niggas. And that's where I drawn the inspiration from. And I remember there was a time where I listened my first tape from Pro Kid. The first tape that I got inspired by was Snakes and Ladders. Snakes and Ladders was very nice. Donkey San is one of my favorite. I could say from the list of niggas like Proverb, I feel like those, like that's where my lane is.
Yeah.
That's where I ended up figuring out myself, about where I want to, direct this music thing.
Yeah.
So I wanted to.
But there was a history. I remember Kivaya Kamochi West, and I'm listening to these other cats. They're like, oh man, do you know Drizzle Dash?
Yeah.
They were talking about that. So you went from Young Musa.
But yeah.
Wait. You went from Young Musa to Drizzle Dash to Prosess. So obviously there's an evolution to that.
Yeah.
There's discovering yourself to that.
Definitely.
But when you started thinking, oh, okay, I think this is the me. How is Prosess different from Drizzle Dash, who was already making a name known in the hood.
Hence I've mentioned one of my two of my biggest
Pro Kid.
idols, Pro Kid and Proverb.
Sure.
Like I wanted to cater for Ikasi and cater for, you know, the suburb kid
So
who
you-
wants, you know,
So you were a hybrid of the two pros.
definitely
The Pro Kid
And
Omokasi and
straight
the
up.
Proverb Okujozi.
straight up.
Sure.
Hence, I told you that that's where I had figured out that I want to direct my sound like be 50% Kasi and be 50%, you know,
Josie.
Josie, you
Not
know,
even
commercial,
Burbs, like Josie.
you know, for those wretched kids, you know,
Yeah.
who are, you know, like fluctuated by life as a Kasi.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know, so I wanted to match the both, you know, and make
Aye.
it one, you know, because I feel like Pro Kid was great as much as Proverb was, you know, during their careers. You know,
So you
R-
next.
RIP to the idol, by the way.
Sure.
You know, RIP to Pro Kid. You know,
Yeah.
salute.
So you next. You're the next pro.
Straight up,
Sure.
dog. I had to, you know,
Hey, you heard that? You heard that?
man.
From the pro's
man.
mouth.
If you're smart enough, like you already know, dog.
Aye, man. So I remember we used to like work way back. Somebody record kushulu.
Yeah.
And then we worked again. Record ku dinero. I remember dinero. Ki recordile ka lahla ko yena. You know, we did a few songs. 20 years, but my team spirit. That was
Is that an
nice.
all-time high?
That was crazy.
Damn.
But-
That was
But by the
game-changing.
time Recorder leave a message, it was years later.
Yeah.
Cause Nixpanamo 3. Remember?
Yeah.
And then I hit you up. I was like,
Definitely.
oh, I got this song. The
Ooh.
song became down low.
Yeah.
And at that time, I remember what made me want to work with you is that you gave props to the work. Because I remember running into you and I
Yeah.
was like, yo,
Yeah.
I'm done with your verse.
Yeah.
Listen to this. And you were like, ooh, this is so clean.
I remember like there was this one tape that was crazy about.
Yeah.
There's one in the tape. What was that?
It was, no. Want was a single by
Yeah,
that
oh,
time.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But Want is on 5, by the way.
Yeah.
3-5 if you find it on
Yeah.
stores. But it was a single
Yeah.
at that time, Audio Mag.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, let's do this song we did. And Kaumameli Sayona, we were like on the streets.
Yeah.
And you were like, oh man, this is clean.
Yeah.
And then I would go, yo, where are you recording? Are you still recording Go Remedy? And at that time, he had just gotten a job. So schedules were a bit tight. And I was like, ish, okay, but if you're still working there and you feel like the tape is a bit slow, not a knock to Remedy, you know, he was still adjusting to span.
Yeah, shout out to Remedy.
Yeah, shout out to Remedy. I was like, okay, you'll finish the tape there, but in the meantime, let's do a tape. And then and I was like, okay, for now I don't have ideas. You're gonna lead this.
Yeah.
This is gonna be predominantly produced by Prosess.
Yeah.
He produced the tape, by the way.
Yo.
In terms of, you know, making it sound what it sounds like now.
Yeah.
And then I was like, give me a style I should at least reference. And you were like, Kimamele 4.
Yeah.
So at that time, what were you going through when you were listening to artists like Fora and the whole creating of the soundscape? Yeah, leave a message.
Man. For
Yeah.
well, for like music for people might say it's depressing music, you know, depression music, you know, emotional music. But I think at that time when I was listening to For, like I was going through a very dark time.
Yeah.
I remember it was 2019. Man, like depression was taking place for real. Like literally in between the rock and the hard place.
Yeah.
And so like it was like it was bad. It was
Don't
bad.
clap, ne?
Yeah.
It's gonna. Alright, yeah. Continue.
Yeah. So in 2019, like depression was taking place, anxiety, stress, and everything. I was jobless. You know, I was smoking hard in the corner. You know, just chilling around, not knowing, and so you see what exactly I wanna do with my life.
Yeah.
And this music thing, I wasn't really taking it serious as like
that.
really
It was
like
it was a
something
hobby
that
you were
could
very good at.
Yeah, young
Yeah.
But we used to hold ciphers in the corner, hence I'm saying I was caught up in the corner smoking hard. While smoking, bekwa Masai mfethu.
Yeah.
You would come through there mfethu to Upaya Inzo and find us there rapping and join the cypher.
Yeah,
Khona
definitely.
la, you remember
For sure.
So it was that time mfethu where like ngisqedile iskela, everything is out of the way. What do you want to do in life yakho?
But now, to someone who's familiar with the tape, they might be like, the tape didn't sound like that. The tape was actually more turn up than it was. You know, because
sad.
I remember I was telling people, yo, rank my tapes.
Yeah.
And they were like, we're gonna rank Leave a Message last. And this is no knock to you, by the way, because they were like,
I want to get to that.
you were building this Head King series.
Yeah.
But Leave a Message didn't sound like a Head King. Leave a Message sounded like a,
Young
you know what I'm saying?
Young
So the same people might actually be like to you the same thing. They might tell you the same thing. Jorge. You didn't sound depressed on Leave a Message.
Really?
You didn't sound hurt on
Really?
Leave a Message. Dog, the slappers there. Khona lebo throw that. Khona lebo down low. Khona lebo calling.
Yeah.
So what would you say to someone who's like, the story doesn't sound like the sound? Is Leave a Message an escape from reality?
Straight up.
Talk about it. Talk about it.
Straight up. You know, like the like we can just put it like straight. We would see somehow music might have saved my life.
Yeah.
During that dark time in 2019,
Yeah.
I could have smoked something heavier than weed. You know, I could have done something worse than crime. To get out of that dark past.
So you know,
music
Intlisa
was kind of an escape from that.
So you know, Intlisa to what? The song Calling. Because I remember you produce. Yo, I don't think these people. You produced this. Like me, I just did compositions. I just do 4-bar loops, and then I'd play them to him. I'd be like, okay, here are these 10 loops.
Yeah.
What do you think? And
Yeah.
you were the one that goes, okay,
Yeah.
I like this.
That's the one, yeah.
I like this.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
I don't like this.
Yeah.
And then whatever you picked, then we had to
Yeah.
expand on.
Yeah, straight
Um,
up. Straight up.
So they don't know that, you know,
Yeah.
that's you.
Yeah.
But when re-recorder Calling, I remember you were on some. Wait, me? I was on some. Yo, but this song, you don't have that money in the bank.
Straight up.
You know.
Yeah.
You don't have that money. You don't have 20 bands on it.
Yeah.
Is this the escape we're talking about? Because the
I ain't
song
got-
ended up becoming Calling because it's like
I
this
ain't
is.
got 20 on a dash right
Is true.
yet.
But is this the escape you're talking about, Aure? Young Visa, that 20k Young Visa.
Straight
It's
up.
what I'm called to
Straight
get.
up.
But okay, let's talk about Calling now. Since Ubwile about the whole escapism part. Obviously when you were recording the song, you didn't have 20 in a pocket, you didn't have 100 in the bank.
Straight up.
Is this the escape? Like, is this, you were saying that, you know, me being here, I'm called for greater things.
I might not have that
Yeah.
20k on the dash right
Wait,
yet-
talk about
right
it.
now.
Talk
Yeah,
about the
yeah.
whole idea, how the verse came about. Talk about Calling.
You know, music has to be inspiring sometimes more than anything. Whether it's a trap song, whether it's a quieter song or a dance song,
Yeah.
you know, somehow the song has to be, you know, inspiring, you know, somehow.
Yeah.
And some ways of inspiring are different. You know, so it's- maybe some others might, you know, go a different way about it, but inspiration we draw from the greater things of unukuba yizo.
Desires.
Something the things ukuthi use picture uyizo the next day.
Yeah, the baddies very manifest.
Manifesting and manifestation.
Yeah. So you'd say
So it was
a song like Calling is like a manifesting.
a manifestation because
Yeah.
you're still coming for that money.
Yeah.
That's when you on a dash.
And then obviously when it was video time, because shout out Mo, shout out Sholo,
Yeah.
the kids were like, we wanna be in it.
Straight
we
up.
wanna do something to help.
Yeah.
Who picked the song Calling?
I think it's Sholo.
It's Sholo.
Sholo, yeah.
But why do you think they picked that song? Because I'm the one who was predominantly handling the closing of the tape in terms of production. So I did the arrangement of the tape. So I put the song Calling there because I was like, okay, intro, leave a message, which is basically an intro in music format. And I was thinking Calling is like a slapper. We need, after that whole depressing somewhere in the middle
straight
of
up,
nowhere,
we needed
we need a jump.
loose.
And I was like, Calling is the perfect song. So in terms of me, I knew why that would make sense to Busholo because of where I placed it. But in terms of you, why do you think that song was the chosen one?
I mean, the song. If you could listen to the tape, Calling was like probably one of the songs able to sound more commercial than others. I don't know about you. I don't know about you, cause obviously your view about the tape is kind of different. Cause you feel like the tape was more of, turn up. And I feel like it was more sad. Like
for real.
I feel like damn, this is the saddest tape I ever done. For real.
It's sadder than Ikashamba.
Hey, Kashamba.
There's no ways because
Kashamba hits home,
because the reason why I brought that up is because I once played Kashamba for one of my dudes, and he cried.
Damn.
So there's no way dog. I'm sure there's no crying. Go down low. I know it's coming. I can feel it. Maybe down low.
Yeah, but that's loco shit.
Yeah.
No, that's kind of jumpy, and so other people can vibe to that.
But okay, let's talk about leave a message as well, because I remember, to me, when I was conceptualizing the tape, I was like, I need a break. Can sit a 3, can sit a 5, can sit a blues. I need to just go somewhere hiding. That's why you can see even in the cover, it's like it's an island somewhere. And then if you want me, leave a message. So the concept also to me was, if you want the head king, he's not available, leave a message. So the song, it was really directed towards that whole feel. I'm somewhere in the middle of nowhere. It feels better just to, But when with your verse, you started talking about some personal stuff. Where did that concept take you? Emotionally, mentally?
Man, like that track like gave me like, I feel like I had wings when I wrote to that track, because I was already flying away from this sad reality that I'm caught under. And so I felt like spazzing, and the beat was nice enough, dog. The beat was amazing.
That's crazy.
Shout out to you, by the way.
We went hard. I remember Remedy, he was like, oh yeah, I heard you working on something in the process. Play me something. It's like that leave a message. She was like, oh man, this is crazy. Man. So but songs like Koloko, man, I don't remember planning it, honestly. I don't remember Kibale a specific concept. I want something like Scoopu, this, that. You know how we are. We always like strategic with the songs, but Koloko, I don't remember the story of how it came about. I just remember the reaction from the people. Do you have a story, maybe Koloko, how it came about?
I can tell you how it came about. Actually, we were just playing like beats, We were actually like, I was about to leave actually, and then you played those beats, and so and I think it was part of the throwaways and stuff. I was like, hey, you can't throw that away, man.
Mr. Producer.
He was playing me the throwaways, and I was like, hey, go back, Baba. What's that? Find out to say, oh damn, the beat was a bang. And I remember you felt like the beat needed some more instruments. I was like, nah, leave it like that, Spadi. Let's get to it.
I don't remember that.
Let's get to it, Spadi. And like, Ukoloko took me a sporty, nigga.
Yeah, definitely. I think my favorite part ka Koloko it was actually the recording of the hook.
Yeah.
Because I had never done that that whole effect. In fact, gore ke etse ko gone too far, gore ke etse ko LTD, the intro, the outro, I learned it
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
when we were doubling the hook, that bro,
Yes, hyping it up, yeah.
like the way we did it, I was like, oh, this sounds so nice. I had never done that. And then I remember, shout out Oskido and the Gurus out in the east.
Yeah.
They were like, yo,
What's that?
if you guys need a video, we'll pay.
Hey.
They were like, we'll pay. And I was like, yo, I lost the sabs. You know, it's gonna be unfair for na kiri lepata le video track, and then I don't push it to that extent.
Yeah.
And I regret it honestly, because I feel like we should have just linked them Libo Sholo.
Yeah.
You know, and then maybe we could have just reached a similar budget to Calling, and then just knocked it out, because they wanted a party.
Yeah.
They were like, just gather, you know, and then turn up.
You know.
But I don't know, Oskido, if the offer still stands.
Yeah. Yo, we still out here, man.
We're still out here for the milestone.
Yeah, you know.
For 10K.
Yeah.
For 10K streams.
10K streams. 10K streams, you know.
Yeah, and then what's the other song, man, that we'll be doing?
Yeah.
Take Me Away.
Take Me Away. Take Me Away.
Yeah, so, okay, what I remember, got Take Me Away, is I was like, okay, the tape now is ending, and hey, I don't hear me. I hear me, the rapper.
Yeah.
I don't hear me that I have already put out there.
Yeah.
The head kid.
The head king, yeah.
You know,
yeah.
the lover boy.
Yeah.
So I was like, we need that song. But tape ifele. The me that sings about girls are so there.
Yeah.
So I remember I was like, okay, this one I'll produce.
Yeah.
You know, I'll make sure that we have this song about, you know, girls. I remember at the time I was
What were you going through, nigga? Tell the people.
Tell
the masses.
I was talking to someone, you know. I was talking to someone. We were fond of each other.
Yeah.
I won't put her on blast because she's also like a singer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to her, by the way.
Yeah.
That's you. That's
over and over is about her. Over and over is about her.
Oh.
Einsch is about her.
Okay. What else?
So Take Me Away was when things were. It's like a fitting hand to another. I got you so good, calling me your man and your lover. You know, so I was like, oh, this is, you know, the perfect pocket. And then you came in and like bodied that.
Yeah.
So when you hear me, it's like this idea that's like a bit off what you were taking the tape. How do you then, you know, take the concept and knock it out with what you were going through at the time?
So were you? I'll come back to that.
Yeah.
Were you still with that person when you wrote that song?
Yeah.
Or it was all in the past.
No. I was still with that person.
But in over and over.
And over and over.
Is she still in the picture?
No.
She's no longer in the.
Okay, so because you need to remember, Saint came after Leave a Message.
Yeah.
So by that time, I had like messed things up.
Yeah.
Z came back into the picture.
Yeah.
And you remember that one when she comes and
Yeah.
throughout the series, by the way, not anymore, but throughout the series, I'd constantly give Z these chances that, you know, when she came back. And also, if you listen to Ein Shit, it kind of explains what went wrong. What went wrong is you from uptown, she's gay.
Yeah.
She doesn't like that. Okay, she's from a well-off family.
Yeah.
You know, so you from uptown, I'm from down south. Some things never work in the long run. I'd smash, but I wanted something long term. Cause you the one. You know, so the reason why I just sabotaged the relationship, because I was like, no, we can link up. I can definitely hit.
Straight up.
But I don't think I'm gonna maintain that. And like, but when you look back, you're like, he used me.
Yeah.
You know, so I was like, let's just
So you
break
wanna-
it off before I even hit it once.
before it feels like you led her on or something like that.
You understand that? So, but that's why also,
Yeah.
because I was like, okay, but this one is just here. I can walk
Yeah.
to her. You, far, bruh.
Yeah.
You far, you know.
So-
And I was a brokey at the
Yeah.
time. I'm still a brokey, but
Yeah.
compared to then,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
So-
but you know.
yeah. So that's how we skip from Take Me Away to Ein Ish.
Well, you want to know my side of,
Yeah.
my side of the story? I've never been the type to be, lucky
Yeah.
about, such things as relationships and stuff. And so, well, sometimes, I'd have that person and so I'll kick it with her and so I'll push some time.
Yeah.
But it's never anything serious as such. And so, yeah, during that time, I had somebody on the picture,
Yeah.
Uh,
So you were like, let me
yeah,
pen this. Let me
I had
pen
to, I had to do what I had to do.
But now
And
here's
so,
a question. Here's a trick question. On Leave a Message, the song, you were talking about 35 calls she's been calling since the morning. Is this the same chick?
Oh well, it's not really the same.
Okay,
chick.
here's another question. On the outro, you're talking about a relationship you messed up.
Yeah.
Is this the same chick?
It's not really the same.
Okay. Okay.
Hands.
He's not that lucky. This guy's talking about 3 different girls in a space of like.
I'm taller.
Alright. Okay, so
I'm sorry.
continue the story.
Yeah. Hence, I've never been the type who would see us stay in a relationship for the longest time, and I won't consider myself a player or anything like that. Sinabantu bazo lezi zinto.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm the type to be. I've been moving in and
Yeah.
out of the relationships. But it's not really something who would I enjoy or anything
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that.
It's not because you were
Young Todd.
F-boy.
It's sometimes
It's not because you're an F boy.
sometimes I'd be the person with pure intentions,
Yeah.
who's willing to take it all the way, and then the other person is not
Goes
there.
sideways. True.
So it's been that collision of energy.
Yeah.
So
Ah.
yeah,
So
But
take me through the process of the interlude.
yeah.
Because I remember I had this song. I the beat was November something because I did it in November.
Yeah.
And it was raining outside. I was like, oh, I want to do this. I want to do this beat that just sounds like summertime when it rains,
Yeah.
And I remember I had these chords like, dong,
Hey, slap.
dong,
Hell of a slap.
and I made sure okay, they don't get in with the first beat like 1, 2, 3,
Yeah.
gong.
That it has that unpredictable jump.
But you know what was my problem? I couldn't rap on it, I couldn't sing on it, I couldn't do nothing on it.
Yeah.
And I remember playing it for you like, oh man, here's a concept.
Ooh.
You killed it, I still couldn't kill it. What took you to that level I couldn't reach?
God, I still feel like I didn't do enough justice in that. Yeah, I feel like I still, every time I listen to that song, I still feel like I could pen something greater than that. For real, dog, like for real.
Yeah.
And at that time, I felt like, damn, my pen has never been so great.
Yeah.
You know?
Because I remember at the time, after the tape would drop,
Yeah.
there was a chick, hot, she
Yeah.
hot.
Yeah.
And she like hit me up like, yo, I heard the tape.
Yeah.
I was like, what you think? I'm thinking, what about the songs where I'm singing? And
Yeah.
she's like, yo, that Prosess interlude
Yeah.
is hot. I was like,
Yeah.
man, get that Prosess out of here.
Man.
No, I'm kidding.
Man.
But when she was like, that Prosess interlude is hot, for me I was like, okay, it is hot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because if she can vibe with that and not the singing
And yeah.
beats
Yeah.
as a hand,
And she's a female, dog.
it
yeah.
means it hit.
Yeah, straight
You know.
up, straight up.
So why that concept? Let your body rock the body,
Body,
mommy.
mommy. I don't know, damn. Like the beat.
Yeah.
The beat.
Yeah.
I get more inspiration from the beat.
Yeah.
Like most of the songs, I feel like the beats, most of the slapping songs, hit songs.
Yeah. The beat.
The beat. The beat.
Right.
I remember Mfethu. the first thing that sees during the season scoop days, the first thing that sees Mfethu used to ask about when a rapper gets on.
Who's on the beat?
Who's on the beat? Who's on the beat?
Who's on the beat?
You understand?
Who's
The
on
first
the beat?
thing. You understand?
Yeah.
So shout out to the producers. You understand? I
It
feel
was
like
me.
the producers did
It
not
was
get
me.
enough credit. You understand?
Yeah, but man, yeah.
Yeah,
Shout out.
The beat,
Because
I feel like
that
the-
song,
Yeah.
that's what made Soweto, the Soweto interlude thing. Because I had the song, I didn't know how to finish it.